back from a date, and y'all would not believe what happened. This is part 2 of how traumatizing it is to date a white man as a black woman. We went to
Child, the fun just never ends.
the bar that's literally around the corner from my house. I've been there multiple times. We walk in, the bouncer looks at this dude's ID for a split second and gives it back to him. I give the guy my ID. He looks at it and he puts it through the fucking machine to scan me, to like scan my ID and scan my identification. So as me and this dude walks over to the bar, I was like, oh, it's funny how he, scanned the ninja's ID. The dude that I'm with, that I've been seeing for like the last month, he's like, oh, I didn't notice anything. I was like, you didn't notice? Okay. Okay.
Oh my God, y'all are so dumb. Oh my God, I can't take it. Y'all are so stupid. Why don't you just fucking communicate? Is that not a thing? You act like freaking toddlers. That is an insult to freaking toddlers. Did you leave? I'm pretty sure she didn't.
Okay. And like me, I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna go ahead and like scream like racist, prejudice. But when things are blatant like that, like, okay, so you look at this white man's ID for a split second, give it back to him, immediately trusting him, like, yeah, one of us. But when you see the black person, you look at it like, go ahead and scam this bad boy.
Now, I thought y'all knew about all this racism in the United States. Why are you carrying on about it? You already know, but you seemingly don't really care, or else your ass wouldn't have been out with the white man going to the white man's establishment. So now all of a sudden you want to make this TikTok about it like somebody's supposed to give a damn. And then when again, y'all end up in rivers, everybody's supposed to come together and give a damn. I don't give a damn. It's your dumbass fault. Because she definitely looked like one of them people that be on the internet talking about pro-black, pro-black, pro-black. And you got to follow the code. You got to follow the code until it's time for her to not have to follow the code because she want to go out with a white man. And it's okay to go out with a white man and go to the white man's establishment and probably be one of very few black people there. But all this mess about Nolan Wells, everybody's supposed to be all up in arms about it. But she can sit up here and start carrying on like this. She probably educated. She probably went to college. She probably know better. She probably do African American studies and all that. And yet she's still over here carrying on about some damn racism. Why are you carrying on about racism? You're out with a white person. Box of fucking rocks.
Boy. Yep, scan her face right on in. Yep.
And you stayed. Yep.
There you go, ma'am.
Alrighty, here we go again. Another black woman talking about her experiences dating white men. Now, don't ask me why this is a thing. This is a trend. I actually lifted this from somebody here on the tube. But it's always all these signs. They don't ever want to acknowledge them. They can go ahead and let it be okay. It's okay. It's okay. Then y'all end up, they don't end up asking why, but your family then end up asking why you end up in rivers. But child, let's go ahead and hear this foolishness.
What would you do if you were on an interracial date and your date made a racist comment? Probably unintentional, but still racist nonetheless. I went on a date with this guy. His name was...
Listen to her making excuses already. Oh, it was unintentional. Ha, 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 ha. How many excuses do you sassy straights get?
Spencer. Again, I always use real names. Sorry. His name was Spencer, and he picked me up. And he was really, really funny. And if I have text, I'll overlay them like in this area so that you can see that he was totally normal.
Girl, we don't care.
Funny guy. He was cool. I thought it was going to be a great date. And he picks me up. I get in the car and we're listening to music. And I'm talking about being Jamaican for whatever reason. Jamaicans love talking.
Wait, he picks you up? How long did you know this person? You allowing him to put you in his car?
About being Jamaican, but whatever, I'm talking about it, and he tells me about how much he loves traveling to Jamaica because the people who beg there never beg without offering to do some work. That was the first red flag. Surely you're thinking, why didn't the date just end right there?
Well, what does that mean? What am I missing? How's that racist? What am I missing? Somebody tell me. I don't understand.
I don't have any excuses for myself. I thought it was a little bit weird, but some people are kind of awkward. Like, they're not really, like, meaning anything by it. They just,
Girl, you are not their damn teen. Grow up. You over here talking like you a damn child.
like, say stupid stuff to try to relate or, like, fill in, like, blank space. Like, especially when you're out with, like, Caucasians. Like, no offense to white people, but, like, sometimes they will say something trying to relate. And I was like, I was just in Costa Rica and nobody was begging.
Oh, look at that. Sometimes white people will say things and they don't know how to relate. Interesting. As long as it's a man that you might be interested in, you could let that go. Any other time you're calling every damn thing out as racist. Is that in the code, somebody, child? Where is that in the code to let me know? Not that I care, because I ain't dating no white man. There must be something in the code where the black women say that you can date the white man, even if he said something offensive and allegedly racist. But if it's anybody else that you don't like, they got to be called out as racist, and we got to let everybody know. And then any black that don't agree, then that means that they off code. Where's that in the code? Y'all know what I'm saying.
There either. So I guess maybe it's just Americans that beg.
Beg?
Okay, so we get to the restaurant and it's indoor outdoor. It's a nice restaurant. And he asked me, do I want to sit inside and outside? I like a leader who makes decisions. So I looked at him like, figure out the right answer basically. And he was like, okay, I'll take that as inside. And I was like, correct. We sit at the table.
Child, now why wouldn't she just say inside? Is that so difficult? I can't take this. Now, gentlemen, I'm talking to the sassy straights, the black ones. Do you ever have anybody to act like this and say, I want you to make the decision and look up at you like they're 3 years old smiling? Y'all get any of that?
He asks like, why was inside the right answer? And I tell him because I have natural hair. And having natural hair means that if I'm in humidity, my hair will frizz up. And I didn't want that. Because again, my hair is not relaxed. So anyway, I tell him that I'm talking about, he's like, oh, that's your hair? And I was like, yeah, I literally like, my hairline is usually covered because I wear my hair to the front. So I'll put a picture of that too. So you can see how I normally wear my hair.
Girl, we don't care.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's my hair. And he was like, oh, I had no idea. And I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, after that, I was like, but yeah, so it's my hair, it's my natural hair, I take care of it. And I know that if I sit outside in a Florida wet night, it's gonna revert back. And then the waiter came, and right as the waiter was walking up, he said, because I didn't know how nappy your hair really was. I was like, wait, what? I'm like thinking, black people don't even really use that word with each other anymore. Like, we use...
He ain't black. How he gonna know that? That's what you get for going out with a white man. Child, y'all not allowed to use the word nappy? Y'all don't use the word nappy like that's gonna change any damn thing. Don't somebody have a movie talking about your nappy head? Spike Lee or somebody? Now you can't use the word nap. Child, y'all get on my damn nerves. This is why I don't be listening to y'all. Y'all all over the place.
Is kinky or something else, like nappy?
Okay, so if a white person comes up and says your kinky hair, who thinks that any of these heifers is gonna be okay with that? Bueller? Who in the hell thinks that any of these heifers is gonna be okay if a white person comes up? Let me dial that back. Say a white woman comes up to one of these black biatches and says, "Oh, your hair looks kinky." Who thinks that's gonna fly? Bueller? Who thinks that's gonna fly?
Caucasian man just said he didn't know how nappy my hair really was. Oh my god, I was literally in shock. And our waiter, who happened to be black with locks, walks up to take the order. So Spencer's like, we need a couple more minutes. Like hell we do. So after that, I just feel uncomfortable and I pull out my phone to order a Lyft, but I just wasn't sure yet. He starts talking about the menu and I'm not really talkative. So I asked to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom and I take...
Wait, you asked to go to the bathroom? Massa, can I go to the bathroom, please, sir? Massa, can I go pee, sir? Is there an outhouse back there? Was this Jim Crow? What are you talking about? You asked him to go. Child, please.
This little Instagram video about how I'm leaving. And I call the Lyft in the bathroom. I call the Lyft and I head back to the table. And I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. And he was like, you want me to drive you home? I'm like, no.
All right, I don't know why the tracking is off. That's on her.
No, I don't. I'm leaving. So I see the waiter. I'm like, which way is the way out? He's like, what's wrong? What's going on? I'm like, I'm leaving. And he was like, why don't you have a drink with me real quick? Like, sit at the bar. I'll get you. No, I'm going home. Because at that point, my night is ruined. My night is ruined. I'm weirded out. I'm taken aback. I'm questioning why I'm even on this date. So I'm leaving. But, like, what would you have done? Was I dragging it? Should I have stayed for the short rib? Should I have just hee-heed and ate and then blocked him? I don't need a man for a meal. So for me, if I'm uncomfortable, I'm skedaddling.